is the new Galaxy M31s, and while there are upgrades on almost every single front, I think the major highlights of the phone are its design and its cameras. The design is something I really like. I mean, there are a number of things that have changed. As you can see, there's a new gradient, and even though this is still Samsung's glass stick, the silver and black give it a very metallic look. The gradient extends to the frame, and I think it looks really cool. That's not all. I also like the fact that the phone has a more boxy design and its corners are less curved. Here's what I'm talking about. Take a look at the phone next to the Galaxy M31, and as you can see, the M31s looks the more premium phone of the two, both from the front and the back. Another change comes in the form of this. The fingerprint scanner is now side mounted on the power button, and it's very fast, so good change here. There are changes on the front too. The Galaxy M31s brings a beautiful 6.5-inch Super AMOLED Full HD Plus display with Gorilla Glass 3, and the upgrade here comes in the form of the fact that this is an Infinity O display. Yep, you get this very small punch hole in the center, and I think this whole almost bezel-less display looks really good. Apart from that, the display is AMOLED, so it does look vibrant and nice. And like almost all Samsung phones, the M31s comes with the Widevine L1 certification, and you can watch Netflix and Prime Video shows in HD, so that's no problem. You also get all the important functionality in the rest of the design: the headphone jack, the USB-C port, the single speaker, all are on the bottom, and you get a dual SIM plus micro SD triple slot, so that's sorted as well. You get a quad camera setup that includes the new 64 megapixel Sony IMX682 main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and two 5 megapixel lenses for macros and depth. So this is an interesting camera setup, and well, I've only taken a few shots from the phone and I haven't really done any comparisons, but so far the 64 megapixel sensor seems promising because the photos are crisp, detailed, and have good colors. I mean, look at this shot, it's beautiful. The ultra wide angle lens is cool too because it has a nice 123 degrees wide field of view, and the photos have really good colors and the dynamic range, as you can see from this shot. Well, here's a 4K video I shot from the phone, and well, just take a look. Apart from that, there are a lot of cool camera features here. There's single take, the feature that we first came across in the S20. And with this, you can just hit the capture button and it'll automatically take multiple stylized photos and videos. Here's an example. So as you can see, single take has taken a usual photo, a photo with a very cool filter, a hyperlapse video, and a boomerang video. How cool is that? The 64 megapixel camera has also been dubbed IntelliCam because it tells you when you need to switch to 64 megapixel mode for more detailed shots, like in the case of a landscape. The M31s packs in the massive 6000 mAh battery, so the battery life should be really good, but the new here is the fact that Samsung has finally upgraded the charger. The M31s comes with a 25-watt USB-C charger. Apart from that, the M31s also supports reverse charging via the USB-C port, so you can use it as a power bank, and I mean, you should because it's a 6000 mAh battery. Lastly, what's new on the hardware front? Though the Galaxy M31s is powered by the Exynos 9611 chipset with up to 8 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM and 128 GB of UFS 2.1 storage. See, I like the more RAM and storage options, but the processor hasn't changed. It's the Exynos 9611, the same chipset that powered the M31, the M30s, and a lot of other Samsung phones. So it's not new, but if the performance of M31 is anything to go by, the 9611 should be fine with day-to-day tasks, and it can also handle casual PUBG mobile gaming sessions. But yes, it isn't a chipset that can take on the competing chipsets in the same price range. But you know what, I think what puts the Galaxy M31s ahead is the fact that the software experience is very clean. The M31s comes with the latest One UI 2.1 on top of Android 10, and there are no banned apps or anything. In fact, you only get a few Microsoft apps, Facebook, Netflix, and Snapchat pre-installed, and that's pretty much it. Plus, you can uninstall them if you want to, so that's nice too. And since this is the latest One UI version, you get all the features like navigation gestures, auto dark mode. I mean, the new design looks better, the Infinity O AMOLED looks modern, the cameras seem very capable, the insane big battery is still here with faster charging.